G'day everybody, welcome to the 2025 Australian National Series of 8-Scale Off-Road. We're here at Batemans Bay. My name's Joel Power.
Peter Seckold.
And I'm Tyrone Baker.
And we're going to take you for a track walk and show you what we've been racing on today. So I'll jump in. I just finished racing my truggy just then. We're coming into the first corner right here, long sweeping left-hander. The crew have put in a little bit of a sort of ripple strip chicane on the inside here. This first corner is probably my favourite part in the truck. Come down the straight, full noise, tip it in, no lift, and just send it over this double. What do you reckon?
It's quite a slick corner actually. I remember the first time we came here a few weeks ago for a Raw Speed series, the number of people that hit the fence on the outside was quite alarming.
Yep.
But yeah, it sets you up nicely if you get it right on the inside. Just a couple of wheels on the curb, and then you set up into this little double. Ideally on the left side, it's a little bit more kick.
Yeah, about a metre in from the left is the sweet spot, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
Yeah, pretty much full noise. If you're not full noise, you're not making it.
Yeah. You can see in here.
Yeah.
You can see in the lip here where the chassis have been rubbing. If we get a sweep across this front lip, it looks like the two plague paintings are pretty unscathed. And then in the centre section here, you can just see that rubber and chassis scraping building up on that centre there. That is the sweet spot, and it's quite a big jump when you pace it out. For a little kick,
it's a big
what
gap.
have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a solid 6 metres, and you're clipping that down ramp every time. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hit the sweet spot, you sort of you can see where they're landing.
Absolutely.
Right out here.
Yeah, it's very good. It's hard packed, like it's a super solid surface. The clay's set really nicely, and it's like that polished sort of finish, I suppose. The rollers got into it well, it's compacted nicely, and then with all the rain that we had overnight, and in the previous weeks as well, Tyrone, you'd be able to back me up on this. You guys have
100%.
You've had quite a lot of weather in the last month or so.
Yeah, definitely. We've sort of had to pick our moments to come down and work on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah. And you can tell, though, the way that you see the clay reacting, it's like it's full of moisture. If you pan out to the outskirts of the track where it's had a chance to get some oxygen and dry up a bit, it's actually that typical rocky, loose clay. You know, it's still freed up.
Yeah.
But anywhere on the track where you've hit it with a roller and the cars have been on there, like it is rock solid. Yeah. It's really cool. I'm going to pass it to Tyrone because from what I can tell since the Raw Speed event, this is a bit of a new section here.
Sure
Yeah,
is. Sorry, I was just going to mention back to this jump. If they clip that jump, they end up cartwheeling straight into the tyre wall. I saw a few head first in the tyres. Yeah, so onto our Euro section of the track. We obviously had to make some changes, and we figured this would be a good sort of way. I'm not sure of many other tracks in Australia that have a paved section, but we figured why not. So this is a collection of probably 6 Facebook Marketplace collections of people giving away free pavers.
And it's worked perfectly, man. Yeah, I'm a massive fan.
You can see there's even some similar ones from, like I said, half a dozen different collections. But, got it done. We literally, got them all laid down in one Arvo, straight on the top, and we just tapered it off on the outside.
Yeah, nice one. That helps with the drainage. Again, with the weather that I've had, we rocked up this morning to, man, I'd argue that we probably got 30 mil of rain last
40
night.
mil of rain
it was
last night,
not
easy.
shy. And we got here this morning and there's some puddles, a little bit of surface moisture, and besides that, mate, it's drained fantastically.
Yeah, a couple of puddles in the infield still right here on the apex, but other than that, the actual track surface is dry, and it was
quite good.
A little bit slippery practice one this morning, but
it was
pretty good.
Pretty
come
greasy.
off the paved section, try and avoid clipping that curb right on the inside.
Yep, that's
hit
caught
that
me a few times. Ended up cartwheeling onto this straight. Not really the fastest line, but we had a crack.
Yeah, pretty much just flat out down the back straight.
What do you think
Nothing.
of the back straight?
Yeah, mate,
wide
I like
open
the
the whole
straight.
way.
It's high speed. I really enjoy the tip in to this next corner. You bank some speed up. Like, it's quite a long straight.
Yeah.
There's a bit of distance on it. You get some top speed happening.
It's almost the same length as the front straight, actually. So
Absolutely. And this banked left-hand corner, you can attack it so much quicker than I thought. In practice, it was slippery, obviously, but I was really taking it easy. I was probably hitting my brake marker all the way back here, which was just unnecessarily safe. You know?
I think by the end of qualifying today, I wasn't actually braking going into this corner, just rolling off the throttle, turning in. If you come down, you can actually see it's quite banked. It's probably, half a metre to a metre from where we're standing down to where Joel is.
Yeah, NASCAR style.
Yeah, so you can literally just tip it in.
When Matt, our awesome excavator guy, he probably spent more time on this back straight than the rest of the track. To be fair, he graded it all. It's all perfectly banked. Yeah. We wanted the elevation at the back, so you can you don't lose your cars.
Couple of nice holes just off the curb here.
Character appearing in the track.
That's it. Where it goes from bank to flat. It's I've seen a few cars catch that and end up over into the bush there.
Yeah, for sure.
May or may not have done that at our Raw Speed series a month ago.
But
it's a good section of the track. It's a fast section of track, and if you do nail that corner, like Pete was saying, you actually don't have to hit much brakes at all, if any, and you can pitch it in on that bank and then gas it hard, and that's what brings you to this corner here, which will catch you out. You carry so much speed through there, guys, like myself, are grabbing a handful of throttle on this shorter straight leading up to this braking bump and the sharp hairpin.
Yep.
And I've blown it out a couple of times in seeding round when the track was drier, but I still wasn't as familiar with the surface. And you end up jumping this jump, it blows you into the wider lane, you've got loose dirt, and before you know it, a couple of guys have snuck up the inside, nice and tight, and they're out of there again. So it's an interesting section of the track. I really enjoy it.
And then up onto this little tabletop. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of cracks and things forming in the track, which adds to the character.
Mate, we're racing off-road, aren't we?
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The cracks don't do much though. They're very, very hard packed and not really going sideways through there, but come over this little tabletop, very, very, very low, no real kick on it.
Yep.
Probably only 2 or 3 metres you're actually getting air and right into this little right-hander, and this is probably slickest part of the track that just doesn't seem to bite in for whatever reason, a little bit different than the rest of the track.
Yep, absolutely.
You want to try and be right up on this curb as close as you can, tap the brakes to settle the car, and then try and hit this first double. This has very little kick again.
Yeah.
Barely getting air. You're just clipping the down ramp with your rear wheels if you're doing it well.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's high speed. Once you get moving, you come through that corner. You can see actually, if you come over this way and pan the camera back, look at the shine on that surface of the clay there.
Yeah, mirror finish, you can see the reflection of the cars.
Yeah, it's like a polished clay. And that's what's happening. Like Pete was saying, you jump that tabletop, you pitch it in, but unless you grab a bit of brake and transfer the weight to the front wheels, sort of demand it to make that turn in, it just wants to push through that corner.
And you can end up on the back straight very easy. The rope here doesn't do a whole lot to stop you, so you got to be very, very careful.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
This triple has claimed a few cars today. There's a nice hole right in the middle.
The truck loves it.
Yeah, hit it right here.
It does. It pops you right up.
Very, very high. Very spectacular. Some nice whips I've seen today.
Yep, definitely.
Normally I've ended up upside down from it, but some people are good enough to catch it.
Yeah. I think like in my buggy, I'm finding this little kicky lip here. It's definitely the safer option for clearing the triple. If I line it up after the double, I don't smack it too hard, too much throttle. You can hit the down ramp. You get a little bit more air and it sort of creates a bit of unsettlement in the car on the other side, but you're guaranteed to make the distance.
Yeah, I've been finding coming a bit wide, just hitting it as hard as you can.
On that outside.
And you can literally, a little bit of a whip and straight line it to the next apex through the chicane here.
Yep. It's a cool line, this one.
A little bit of a second coat of oil on this section too. You can see it's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Much darker than the rest of the track.
Through the S's and the more technical sections, we did manage to get a you can see the oil line. Yep. So the whole track's had one coat of oil, and some of the more technical sections through the middle have had a bit extra. Give it a little bit more tack. This is another new addition.
Yeah, a couple of new bits.
It's still a little bit soft, but
but
it's
really
working.
Well.
Yeah. Seen the guys come around the corner cutting in tight too to miss the small dome.
It's only about
us.
150, 200 mil at most.
Yeah, not much. But
and it's nice
really well.
Nice rolling section. It's very easy to unsettle the brakes. I've had Truggy go wing first into the next corner here a few times now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just had that.
I think we all just had that in that one. That was pretty shock and run.
Yeah, I found like in the race, we literally just finished that Truggy race. Go on that wide line Pete was just talking about, and it sets you up so good for this chicane. You can pretty much straight line it, but then I'll get carried away with the speed and I go to grab a handful of brakes and I'm just endoing to this corner waiting for the rear end to come down so I can finally turn around the corner.
Yeah, you can't push it hard in there anymore.
No, you can't. And this tapered roller just here, this is cool. I like this option line. I reckon it's sick. What's your go-to, Pete, on this?
For me, I'm literally aiming for this nice little tractor mark through the middle here. It's not jumping. It's wide enough that you can kind of turn through the little chicane here as well.
Yep.
And yeah, you're not having to come super wide and lose all your time as well.
Absolutely. I'm sort of just sticking with wherever I come out of that corner and just going for it. But Pete's got a little bit more skill than I do.
Not much after that truggy run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think with the marshal placement in the corner here, you can't take the shortcut straight through the straight over the corner.
Cone of Justice came out at raw speed a few months ago.
Yeah, we had to put a cone there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they were coming straight through.
But I think the most unique section of this track, Tyrone, you want to explain to us what this?
This Ryan Matthew designed our whole track for us, and he had this idea of this. He was trying to explain this crow's foot idea, and I didn't really get it until he started to build it on the track. And just before raw speed, we're sort of looking at it. We thought, we should call that the boomerang. It looks like a boomerang. And then, what's the next event? The Aussie titles. So why not paint it up the good old Aussie flag?
I must admit, Brad sent me a photo. I was unsure about the painting of it, but it actually works really, really well. It means you can see the down face and the up face of the next one. So sorry, Brad. I do apologise for what I called it. But it works really, really well.
Had to do it.
I think, I don't know what the other guys are doing, but I'm finding, especially watching the faster guys, kind of staying real tight through here because you can jump as far as you want, really, and just into the up face, kind of where the Aussie, the Union Jack logo is actually. And you just roll over the top because you come over this and then it's, again, really oiled, really easy to traction roll.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Bloody oath. Yeah, I fully agree with what Pete and Tyrone have said. The boomerang looks fantastic. As you jump through, again, if you nail that line beforehand, you're carrying a lot of speed. It's easy to get carried away and grab a bit of throttle before this corner, but before you know it, you've unsettled the car on that off camber and you're pitching in for this big sweeper and you're up on two wheels. There's a bit of grip in this section because of the extra oil. Yep, you can hear it on the shoe even. It might not look like that on the camera, but there's a decent amount of grip through here. And again, that polished finish, it's so smooth. Even all through here, it's like a basketball court. Very smooth. And then this switchback section's fantastic. Yeah, have a listen to this. It's pretty cool.
Not many sections of track that it squeaks like that.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. This section's wicked, man. The switchback is super cool, in my opinion. There's so much time to be gained or lost in this one little switchback section. See guys clipping these bumpers, unsettling the car, and whoever's got the line is just sneaking inside and getting out of there.
Seen a few people use the curbs to actually help turn the car in. I know I had to do that in the last truggy run with the sun dropping down. The grip kind of dropped away. I had to try and use some of those curbs to get the car to turn in a little bit harder initially. But
absolutely. And the big truggy wheels love it.
Yeah. They just go over the pipes too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then through to this option line. Tyrone, give us a rundown on your option line.
So we've added this little half jump in there, and obviously I haven't been running today, but I noticed, the fast guys just cutting through as straight a line as they can through this chicane, straight onto that half jump and clearing it. The lower grade guys are sort of coming in a bit wide and just doing a double there, but the triple's definitely the fast line through there.
Definitely watching all the fast guys. Triple has been the way to go all day. I've only ever gone double when there's been traffic in the way and you're kind of trying to go around them all. But it's actually not a hard jump to make really. As long as you get your line right, literally two wheels on that curb.
Seen a few guys do the launch off the half on, half off.
Seen a few people go for the whip and not pull it off.
Yeah, just miss out.
That's wicked. It also with the triple option line coming out of that corner, once you've squared up and you take that jump, you're pretty much nailing this down ramp. There's not heaps of option to wind up unless you blow that first corner to wind up and over jump if you hit that triple is what I've found. The times that I have gone around and gone for the double, like Pete was saying, if there's a bit of traffic or because of how technical that section is, you'll find guys on their lid there a little bit more often than not. When I go for that double, I find myself over jumping and then I'm blowing this apex out around this corner. And now that the track's dried up, Well, if you do that triple option, you can smack the brakes on the landing, and I'm not having any dramas getting a wheel on this curbing and still managing to hit that triple with a reasonable amount of ease, you know.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your engine tune, your clutch setup. Yeah, I've seen people come right from the inside. I've seen people have to come right out to the ear to try and make it. But
yep, absolutely. I think the EP guys have got it pretty bloody dialed.
Oh yeah, the EP guys could almost do the quad if they tried.
Yeah,
I
reckon you're right.
I think this was one section that was interesting at our raw speed event. They tried a few things. It didn't quite work, but they took the feedback, and it's absolutely amazing now. This triple is so much fun to hit.
It's awesome.
And it's super consistent the whole way down.
Yep, it puts a show on for the crowd. Some big whips through the middle. I was in a seating round for Truggy, man, the wing. You guys would have heard of the wing. We came through here side by side, both of us, 2 pink Truggies. Big whips, both triples, and we nailed it. We didn't even crash into each other.
Sweet.
It was spectacular. So, yeah, watch back, guys. There's a sick section in that Truggy race.
Yeah, the second triple's massive.
Yeah, the second triple is massive. And also, that down ramp tapers into the inside line.
Yeah,
it's
we
really
didn't change that at all. We did know we had to make changes for this. So, this front main section was definitely one that we knew we were going to change up.
Yep.
It was quite tricky. Well, trickier before we changed it, but yeah, just made it easier to do the double triple.
Yep.
And just early practices today, just see guys early on just coming through, just trying to do triple doubles.
Yeah, there's lots of
holes,
lot of I guess we can call them. I don't know if you've seen some of these holes, Tony, but
lots of divots. Because this is very fresh too. So and there's only been compacted. We haven't been able to get a roller on it. So.
Even so, mate, it's holding up fantastic.
Yeah, all things considered, considering the weather and how much you've actually been able to do, it's been holding up really, really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the landing of this triple, if you can hit the down ramp, perfect line. Yep. If you over jump it, there's a nice crater starting to form, and I expect that to be massive by the end of the weekend.
I think you're bang on the money, mate. But I think you are on the money.
In Truggy, I found if you come out a little bit wider, it seems to be launching a bit flatter.
Yep.
Been able to land a little bit sideways and kind of from this outside line, shoot straight onto that curb. And again, use the curb to turn if you want, or just stay off it to stay safe.
Absolutely. No, it's a cool section of the track. And again, with the polished section through here, it's not got as much oil as the infield that we were just looking at, but it's still so smooth. You can just light it up. If you come through, smack a bit of brake. I'm running a bit more rear end brake bias on this track.
Same for me.
Yeah, compared to what I'm used to in Adelaide at SDMCC. As I run a lot of front brake at that track because there's so much grip, we don't wash out. Here with the back brake, you sort of land exactly where Pete was saying on that wide line, and you attack that corner. You can actually charge straight at it, bang a bit of brakes, rotate, and you just shoot down this straight.
Actually grab a bit of throttle from the landing into the corner.
Absolutely.
You're not just rolling into it.
And just attack it a bit.
Actually aggressive into the corner.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, back down the front straight now. Nothing super exciting about this. Seen a few people end up on the front straight from this jump section on our left, but it's actually, really, really fun layout. Well done to the club on what they've done.
A massive hats off to the club,
I was going to say, guys, it's overall thoughts, the track, we've done all right.
Yeah, well,
we've scrubbed up all right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I wasn't able to attend the raw speed event, unfortunately, but from what I saw on the video and being here today, mate, I am super impressed. I think the club have done an outstanding job. It's a true off-road 8-scale track. It's hard clay, you've got the tiled section, you've got a bit of grip in the middle. It's not too much of a grip change that you're chasing this crazy unknown setup. I don't feel that way.
100%. It has a little bit of forgiveness to it.
I agree. Yep. I don't feel like there's something that's outrageously loose and then outrageously grippy. It's very well done. My hat goes off.
How many members do you actually have, Tyrone? Do you know?
Paying members this year, we've got about 6 guys. So it's we're pretty light on, but we get it done.
Yeah. Amazing effort for such a small club.
Yeah.
It's enormous. Well, thank you everybody for watching. That was our track walk. My name's Joel,
Peter,
and Tyrone. Thank you.
See you later.